Welcome to today's Move and Meditate class. If we haven't met, my name is Helena. I'm the owner of Infine Feather Yoga, and this is Gus. And we'll be here to guide you through our practice. So again, you'll need like a bolster or a cushion, something to prop the hips up on, something that's strap-like. And if you are newer to a meditation practice, know that there's no really right or wrong way to meditate. We integrate some movement through the beginning of practice, which will be good to help open up the body, get any tension, and maybe find some ease into those spaces, so that when we come to sit the later portion of this practice, you'll be able to sit maybe with a bit more ease. So find yourself a comfortable position, and maybe you're coming to lie down on the back. Just to bring some awareness into the spine, stretching the arms out, stretching the legs out. And softening through the hips, letting your feet really rock off to the outer edges of your mat. And if it's uncomfortable with your legs stretched out straight, you can simply bend your knees and tent them in towards one another. Get comfortable. And then close your eyes. Take a full inhale through your nose. And then open up your mouth and sigh, breath. Letting it go, releasing any tension you've brought onto your mat with you. And let's do that again. Inhale deeply. Open mouth and letting go, sigh, breath out. And continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Each breath creating the opportunity to maybe drop in a little deeper to your body. An opportunity to smooth the breath out. Perhaps even lengthen the breath. And the breath being the first movement of our practice, watching the gentle rise of the inhale. And then the softening, the fall of your exhale. And then for a few more moments, just keep all of your awareness onto the breath. Observing where the breath travels in your body. Where the breath invites you to soften and let go of any gripping or tension that's being held. The areas you're finding some ease through this conscious breath. And we'll take probably 8 or 9 more rounds. As we drop into the body and become more present for our practice today. We're looking to find the intention of focused energy in practice, so we can really stay present for this time on our mat, in hopes that it inspires some focused energy for our week ahead. I know a lot of us may be working from home, spending a lot more time at home. Finding focus each day can be difficult or challenging. Even knowing what your focus should be, might be, want to be, is challenging with these new routines we're setting up for ourselves. But I know personally having a goal or focus really helps to shape and shift my perspective. Observing in our practice how we can bring to our attention just one thing to our forefront, right now being the breath. And working to maintain that focus. This will be a part of our meditation, that as your mind wanders today, notice what the thought or sensation might be, and then simply label it as thought or sensation, and then let it go. Come back to breath. Perhaps you see an image, label it as image, take a breath and let it go. Come back to that focused energy in towards the body. I'm hoping to provide us with clarity throughout the week, or be able to sit down with one task and perhaps complete it, knowing the direction that we want to take the day, take the week. Deep breaths. As a thought comes in, label it as thought, let it go. You notice a sensation in the body, label it as sensation. If you see an image, label it as image. Take a breath and let it go. Begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes, some gentle movement, rocking your head from side to side. Roll out the wrists. And from the back, draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Holding on to the knees, rock yourself lightly from side to side. Massage the back of your body. And play around with the knees. Tuck them in towards the chest. Draw them in really close and then rock side to side from here. Maybe that massages a little more of the back body around the kidneys, the top outer edges of the hips. And then let your lower back come onto the earth. The knees draw a little farther away from your chest. Rock side to side here. Notice that massages the sacrum, the triangular bone at the base of your spine. Then from here, plant your left foot down. Keep your right knee in towards your chest. Then finding your prop, so your strap of any kind, anything that you can make a loop around your foot. And maybe it's a scarf. Maybe you're using a belt. And then taking the strap right around the ball of the foot. Straighten your leg out. Take a nice long grip on your strap. Maybe even loop your hands around at one time. Flex your right toes back towards your face as you kick your heel up towards the sky. Then you have the option to extend your left leg out straight. If that creates too much sensation, you can plant the foot back down. Just a reminder, we're just starting to warm the body up. So try not to force the movement. Then using your hands to guide the right foot in small circles. So imagine making like the size of a dinner plate with your foot. And really feel the movement of the thigh into your hip socket. Reverse your circles, go the opposite direction. And do your best to keep the back of your body really neutral. And find stillness with the leg. Draw it in maybe an inch closer. Are you still breathing in and out?
Take both parts of the strap into your right hand. Start to guide the right toes out towards the side. Imagine taking the right toes and one day pulling them up towards the shoulder. Do your best to keep your left hip really anchored, really rooted. Breathe into the low abdomen. The strap comes back through to center. Then switching hands, take both parts into the left hand. Take your right hand, press it into the right hip crease to draw it down and forward. As you cross the right foot a few inches over towards the left. The right hip is staying on the mat. And if the mind gets caught up in the sensation, label it as sensation, take a breath, see if you can let it go. And a reminder that we're trying to stay present to the breath and that focused energy inwards throughout the practice, trying not to be drawn out of it. Right leg to center, slowly bend your knee to release the strap. Hug your left knee in to meet the right. You rock side to side a few times. And then lightly forward and back. And then planting right foot down. The strap will come along the ball of your left foot. Take a long enough grip that your shoulders can stay grounded so the chest remains open. The back of the neck stays long. You can lightly tuck your chin. I like to think of pressing into the strap the way you would gently press into a gas pedal. Right leg can stretch out. Start to find those circles with the left leg. The hand guiding the movement, but the movement coming from the thigh bone in the hip socket. And circles move the opposite direction. Bring your left leg back to center, hug in a little closer without it being forced or excessive, or without the sensation becoming so much that again you get drawn out of the breath. Both parts of the strap come into your left hand. Root your right hip down. Slowly open up your left leg towards the left side. Breathe deeply. Left leg comes back to center. Switch up the grip with your strap. And then anchor left hand into left hip. Wedge that crease down. Anchor the left hip into the earth. And cross just a few inches over towards the right. Often in stillness, the mind can wander. Catch a thought, label it, let it go. The left leg to center, bend the knee, release your strap or prop off to the side, hug both knees into your chest. And take your knees out wide, open up the hips, grab for your ankles, grab for your shins, maybe the heels kick towards the sky. Happy baby pose, rock side to side. Roll out your ankles here. Guide your knees back and towards one another.
Roll on to your right or left side. Set yourself up in a tabletop position. Come onto your hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide.
Look at the base of your hands. Point your fingers face forward, your shoulders stack on top of the wrists. Whatever's more comfortable for your feet behind you, flipped or flat. Start to move from the pelvis. So drop the belly down, feel how your sitting bones tip up. Let that movement wave up the spine, your chest lifts, your gaze lifts, the front body opens. Kind of claw into the mat, try and draw your chest more through that front window of your arms. And then from the pelvis, tuck your tailbone down, hollow out your belly, wave up the spine, chin to chest, drop your head. Maybe even leaning back a bit. From the pelvis, belly drops, wave up the spine, head comes up last. Lift the gaze, tuck your tail, trying to make your cat-cows fluid, and with your breath, go on your own pace. Just a couple more rounds. And with the encouragement, if you notice a sticky spot, breathe into it, hold into it, wiggle into it, until that area feels a little more fluid. Complete your last round. Come to neutral. Step your hands forward about a foot and shift the hips forward. Come down onto the belly with control. Keep the elbows hugging into your side body. Inch your toes back. Press your pubic bone down. Then gently lift your heart up. Press the tops of your feet down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together so those upper arm bones draw back. One more breath in Cobra. Lower down nice and slow. Send your hips back towards your heels. Active child's pose. Big toes together, knees just a little bit wider so your belly can relax between your thighs. Keeping your arms straight, tense your fingertips up, invite your chest to lower down. A gentle rocking motion side to side. Pull yourself back forward. Take your right foot, step it through between your hands, maybe grab the foot, pull it there. The option for some cushion under your left knee as you lift your torso up, low lunge. The right knee stacks on top of the ankle. Press into the right heel, float your arms up. And then sweep your arms back. Imagine you're doing like a big backstroke. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, sweep your arms back. 2 more with the rhythm of your breath. Also helping to maintain focus. See if you can keep your gaze fixed at one point. The next time your arms reach high, open your chest. Breathe in. Release your hands down to frame your foot. Let's lift the back knee and step back into downward dog. Right foot steps to meet the left. You have the foundation of your hands, space between your fingers, pointer finger forward. Looking between your feet, about 2 small fists between your feet. A micro bend through the knees, and see how that helps to lift your sitting bones up and back. Even tip the pelvis a little farther forward. Breathe in. Look towards your thumbs. Your left foot steps through between them. The right knee can come down to guide your left foot through. Knee on top of ankle. Find the cushion or extra mat, rolling it up under the right knee if that serves you. Lift your torso up, low lunge. And then try to engage through the legs. Drive your left heel into the earth and pull it back towards your body. Try and send that right upper thigh bone more forward. Arms extending. Deep breath in. Sweep your arms back. Breathe out. Fix the gaze. Sweep your arms. Extend them back. Go 2 more. Arms reach high. Lengthen through the waistline. Plant your hands down. Lift the back knee, step it back, downward dog. And try not to dump all the weight into the wrists. Claw at your mat with your fingertips. Press through the whole palm and into your knuckles to send the hips back a little further. Inhale and exhale. Guide your hands to the back of your mat. Meet your feet in a forward fold. And then just being sure that we're not locking the legs out. Micro bend. Keep some weight into your toes as the head falls forward. You can shake your head out no or yes. And start to use your hands to walk them up the shins, up the thighs, to bring yourself into standing. Feel everything stack up. Loop your shoulders up towards your ears. Soften them down your back. Do that one more time. Shoulders up, back, and down. Really anchor into your feet. Press them into the earth. Let's reach the arms high. Lengthen through your waistline. Breathe in. And then cactus style your arms. Breathe out. The elbows are in line with your shoulders. Palms face forward. Brighten through your hands. Keep your feet really planted. Twist towards the right side. And watch that weight hasn't left your left foot. Returning to center, lengthen. Twist the opposite direction. Back into neutral, go one more time each way. Don't force the twist so much that the breath is compromised. When you're in the twist, take a breath. Through to center, one more time to the left. Back to neutral, float the arms, maybe lift your gaze. Big dive forward, let everything drop. Sliding the hands onto your shins, lift your heart up, flatten your back like a tabletop. Active through the legs, driving them down, leading with the heart forward, one more inhale. Grounding your palms and then walk yourself forward to your modified plank expression. So shoulders stay stacked on top of the wrist, but your knees come to the earth. Look past the top edge of your mat so the neck lengthens. Breathe in. Lower through chaturanga push-up, come onto your belly. Breathe out. Inch your toes back. Slide your thumbs back. The elbows point straight towards the sky. Upper arm bones draw back as the heart lifts up. Then press down through the pubic bone. Feel how that helps to hug maybe the abdomen in and up a tiny bit. This helps to support the spine through the extension on both the front part of the spine, but the back part as well. One more breath in.
Lower your chest down, breathe out. Hips move to heels, child's pose. A moment to notice. Walk your hands towards the right edge of your mat. Lean more into your left side. Return to center. Pace the hands over towards the left. Right hip really roots. Return to center. Lift your torso up. We'll make our way onto the bum. And we'll take a gentle hip opener. Bring the balls of the feet to touch. Let your knees drop out wide. Then play around with the shape of the diamond that serves you. The heels a little farther, the heels a little closer. Just make sure you're not putting strain on your knees. Now let bounce to the legs. Shimmy forward so you can feel both of your sitting bones into the earth. Puff up through your chest, lift your heart. Slowly bow forward. Move the weight of the arms into the legs. Just enough light pressure to encourage yourself in a tiny bit deeper hold for 5 rounds. Your eyes even close. Lift your gaze, lift your heart. Reach your hands back, close the legs like a book. Then heel toe the feet out a little bit wider as you start to sway your knees side to side. Come back to center. And preparing for our seated meditation, grab your bolster, your pillow, a blanket to drape on the thighs. Sometimes the weight of the blanket helps you feel more neutral. And knowing this, saying this, if you would prefer to take your meditation lying down, that is always an option. Leaning up against a wall to have the support of the wall back behind you. Even sitting in a chair. If upright, you're here for maybe 5 minutes or so and it starts to become like overwhelmingly uncomfortable, then shift. Otherwise, find a space where you can, again, be aware of the alignment of the spine, so crown of the head reaching up. Shoulders softening back, hands resting somewhere on the thighs. Shifting the gaze inwards. Cleanse the breath. Inhale through nose. Open your mouth, let it out. One more round, audible, sounded inhale. Open mouth, let it go. A soft space behind your eyes. Soften the entire expression through your face. Relax your jawline. Relax your cheekbones. Even let your bottom teeth fall away from your top teeth. The tongue removes itself from the roof of your mouth. be here in the body now. We're practicing a focused or concentrated energy. Expect your mind to wander. It's the practice of bringing ourselves back. And the more we practice this, the less the mind will wander. Or the sooner we'll be able to notice when the mind is wandering and bring ourselves back to our focused intention. Like any exercise, it takes practice to build up that strength. So in today's meditation, if you catch a thought, label it as a thought, and let it go. If you see an image in the mind, label it as image, and then drop it. Take a breath. If you pick up on sensations in the body, maybe even the sensation to fidget or move, label it as sensation. See if you can remain in your stillness. We'll be here now. And we'll slowly guide us out. take 10 more cycles of breath. And follow them through mind's eye from start to finish. If you're lying on the back, bring in some gentle movement. If you're sitting upright, stay as you are. If you're on the back, slowly making your way into a position with your legs crossed, sitting upright. Lengthen your spine, get just a little bit taller. Crown of the head reaches up. Sounded breath, inhale through nose. Open mouth, let it go. Eyes can remain closed or soften your gaze. Reach your arms overhead. Inhale. Take your hands and pull them in towards heart center. Bow your chin in towards your chest. It's an honor and a pleasure guiding each of you through this practice. Thank you so much for trusting in me to guide you. I hope you move forward with the rest of your day and into this week with a focused energy. Perhaps a clear direction on not only the things that you would like to do, but a focused energy on maybe some of the things you have to do, especially if you are faced with many distractions at home. Always, always come back to breath, recognizing the best and highest within us all. Namaste. Thank you for a wonderful Move and Meditate practice. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to ask me. Again, my name is Helena.